Now that I've set this up, I can hit the star button. It brings up my home panel, and wish I had more stuff here, but I can turn on and off the lights. All right, it's an exciting time. I have my first package here at the Valley, and of all the packages for it to be, it's a Google product. So inside of this box, which we'll go through in a moment, is the new Google TV Streamer. Is that actually what it's called? Hold on. So it is, Google TV Streamer 4K. Let me do this traditionally, so hold on. Well, look at that packaging. Was not expecting that. So think of this as essentially Google's version of an Apple TV. It has Ethernet, it has Wi-Fi. It does not include an HDMI cable apparently, which is crazy, but I've been a fan of Google TV for years. I had one of these way back in the day, the Logitech Review. I had one of these in like 2012, 2013. It did an overlay in front of your cable box. I thought it was amazing. And that's when it was originally Google TV. Then it became Android TV. Then a few years ago, it went back to Google TV. I don't know. But this is exciting. The Google TV Streamer 4K. Gonna get this unboxed. We'll go through the setup process, launch some apps, see how quick it loads, try some of the features like the Find My Remote, maybe even compare it next to my Google Chromecast 4K. I do have an IPTV service, so I'm gonna hopefully get in this video that works as well. Click like, click subscribe, indulge in your life at indulgeclothing.com for the merch. Let's open up the Google TV Streamer 4K and then set it up and take a look at it. All right, this. And look at this box. Very nice. Love the light gray color. Google TV 4K. Just the Google logo on top. Manufactured 07-2024. Google TV Streamer. Name there. And then Google TV Streamer 4K with voice remote. 32 gigabyte porcelain. It does include the batteries. Nice. This is a Matter device. HD, HDR, 4K, casting, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, etc. I love this new box that they're going with. Very eco-friendly, I think. Let's peel this. This was very similar to how the Pixel opened. So we peel this off and then be able to peel this one off. And there we go. Now we're able to open it up. Looks like it slides out. Oh yeah. I've been waiting for this. Nothing else in there. I hate I don't have my original home setup for this product, but it is what it is. All right. Look at this little like paper protecting it here. It's all like laid out here. Look at that experience. That's freaking awesome. Nothing's on that. Very cool. So you're included power brick. Okay. And nicely included USB-C cable. Typical little, Google Pixel-y design with these plasticky clips. Probably only 2 or 3 feet. Then the remote. Look at that remote. Looks like the mic's back here now. No? Maybe there. I don't know. So home, back. That's the mic button. Mute, up, down. YouTube, Netflix, power button, and the star button, which my on 4K streamer had the star button. You can set it for whatever app you want. Really liked that. Do the batteries still go in just one direction? Oh, what the heck? There we go. Yeah, they do. Nice job. All right. Then I didn't realize this is white on white. They included little batteries, very similar to the other ones. I wonder if the ones in the black kit were black batteries, but besides. And that's it for this little cardboard. Your typical little safety information, and of course a little like setup guide, kind of telling you all about the remote, and that side's in Spanish. Now here is the actual streamer. Love how thin it is. This is a very thin design, like the pebble pill look. I feel like it flows with the other Google products. This can sit on top of something and look nice. I'm guessing this is a sync button. That's definitely a reset pin. That's where your USB-C goes for power. That's your Ethernet port and your HDMI. And that's really it. That's all there is to this thing. So that's essentially it for an unboxing. I do want to bring in my my Google Chromecast 4K just to look at them side by side. Let's do that. So this is my Google Chromecast 4K, which this is what I'm actually replacing in my bedroom. So you can see the remote a little bit longer, slightly redesigned. This is still the same, that's still the same, that's still the same. This button is just turned into a mic instead of an assistant button. Don't really know why they did that, but okay. Everything else is the same besides this input button, which just does not exist. And of course they move the volume to here instead of on the side, which personally I really like. I can't tell you how many times I grabbed this remote and accidentally hit the volume. So really like that it's, you know, laid out essentially the same, feels the same, it's the same. And these have the same filling plasticky fill on them, but I am surprised they put like the G there, but they didn't do any Google branding here. I mean, there's a G on the bottom, but you won't see that. But that's essentially a look at them side by side. Now let's go hook up our Google TV streamer 4K. And of course, this into here and this end into here, and then HDMI from here to your TV's input. So I have my streamer plugged in, my HDMI cable ran down. Do make sure you get a good HDMI cable. For example, you need HDMI 1.4 for 4K video. That's really for like 30 hertz. If you want 60 hertz, you need HDMI 2.0. And if you want to go ahead and get an 8K one, go ahead and get an HDMI 2.1. So make sure you get the right cable. If you don't, if you just grab any old cable or like one that maybe came with a regular HD Roku, probably not going to be strong enough to even support 4K video. So just something to keep in mind. So everything's hooked up. Just going to plug it into power now. All right, so we're on HDMI 1, which is what this is plugged into. Plug it on in. It's power here. Bingo. No light. No nothing, but the TV just changed to a good old Google logo. All right, guess I'll make my bed. Not that it's, you know, dirty. Very interesting. All right, let's get the remote set up. There we go. I think this is something with the TV. I don't know why it's done that. So yeah, English, United States, and then just scan that with your Google Home app. Then it goes through that typical rigmarole, connecting. Hate all the glare in here for you. That'll help. And then once we get through this, should be able to, you know, full screen it. All right, continue on the app. All right, it's connecting the Google TV streamer to Wi-Fi. We'll let it do its thing. Glad I thought to turn that off. Now I should be able to pick the right resolution and this will go full screen. So it's now installing a system update. I can say the app just never did anything. It kept just spinning and spinning. So I actually went to go back. When I went back, it then gave me the option to set up without the app, which then said it was connected to the Wi-Fi, which was the last step I was doing. And then now it started running an update. All right, step 2 of 2. All right, we're rebooting. I just noticed it's full screen. Nice. Little Google TV logo. All right, we're connected. Sign in my Google account. I just did the verification and my account is now signed in. Now, I would not have had to do this had I have been able to go through the app. Again, I don't really know what happened with the app. It just kept spinning and spinning on connecting to Wi-Fi until I canceled it. And then it let me do it manually and the device was already on my Wi-Fi. So I don't know why it seemed to just spin forever, but I give up on waiting. So we'll see what comes next. Typical. Look at all those services. All right, sure, search across all, give me voice match, sure, give me personal results. It's at the Valley, it's in the master bedroom. Is it gonna be called master bedroom TV? Probably. Choose my services. I don't have any of this. I have Prime, I have music, I think I have a fill out, Tubi, there's no Plex. Basically all I got. All right, so we will let it run through and do this, oh, so it can control, okay. So it can control the TV. Oh good, I didn't have to do anything for it to control the TV. So we'll let it continue through the setup process and we'll come back when this is done. Would not be a good idea for me to have Google Photos as a screensaver. Don't really need multiple profiles or kids features, so we're just gonna go to Google TV. And you can see for the most part, this looks essentially the same. So it's got a bunch of apps here, some that I can download, some that I don't need, of course. I will say it seems very, very smooth. So let's actually launch YouTube. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and that's loading right up. And then, you know, we can pick Danny Duncan's video.
Trying to find a scooter
Turn the
for
sound down.
Connor Sullivan. He's like, man, that's all.
Back. I mean, that's very, very smooth. Okay, so I'll have to get used to the home button not being there. But let's also, let's go add some apps. I want to test that real quick. So add apps. There's my IBO Player Pro. Let's install that. Let's see how quick this installs. I got 10, 25, 98 installing. Well, that was easy. So that is awesome to see. Now, dang it, I keep hitting that home button. Gotta get used to that. If we go up here to the top, this is where some of the new features are, which they're gonna add this to regular Google devices. But this is where I thought the, maybe we need an update. It's where I thought all the Google Home settings would be and all that kind of stuff. All this looks to be the same. Okay, well, let me go back home. Definitely want to test a few other things. So let me test out this remote feature for finding the remote. Let me see about how to get my Google Home to show in here. I may have to do something on the Google Home app. Let me take a look at that. And I'll make sure my IBO player is getting set up so we can see if IPTV services work, which I'm pretty certain they will. We'll be back. Now I'm gonna remove some of these apps that, well, I actually have Prime Video. Like this one, uninstall, see how quick. I love how snappy it is. Whereas Max looks like it's actually installed, so, god dang it. Let's uninstall Max. I love the snappiness, definitely. So uninstall, uninstall. I mean, that's like instant, love it. Let's do some other things. So this tells me it's up to date, but I definitely don't have the Google Assistant or like Google Home features up here, like I thought I would have over here. Let me actually try, hold on, let me try one other thing. Let me open YouTube. So maybe this is what's needed. I click my little star button, gives me the option to make a shortcut, which is Google Home. View and control your Google Home devices, or you can have it launch your favorite app, or you can have it change the device input. So I'm gonna pick Google Home, set up Google Home on this TV. Then go to this TV's settings and select Google Home to turn on the home panel. All right, let's do that then. So this is my Google Home, and if I go to devices, I have master bedroom TV here. But if I go to settings, my only option is find my remote. I don't have any other options for home screen. Let me look and see if it's maybe on the Google streamer. After reading this again, then go to this TV settings and select Google Home to turn on the home panel. I think it's here. Settings, very interesting. I don't think this works yet, which kind of stinks for a review. I mean, how can I review this if I can't even do it? All right, it's in here. Oh, all right, hold on. Well, now I'm out of ideas. My device tells me it's up to date. I went through every setting on here, and unfortunately, there's just not Google Home. Let's try create shortcut. Shortcut was created. Now I never even changed the setting. Hold on. Is this actually working? It's there now. Oh my God. Wow. We send a verification. All right. Home panel is now installed. I don't know what I did. I technically did not do anything. I can say though, if I take this to widescreen, you can see my lights right here. And if I select this, recording lights off, recording lights on. Just so you can see it a little more. You even hear it. Very cool. So that actually works. Master bedroom display, my Wi-Fi, that action's not supported. I hate that my old Google Home's not here. I had so many devices, 90 devices would have been here, all kinds of lights, all kinds of colors and options, and oh well. Yeah, that's really about it. Let's do this find my remote feature. How do we find it? Let's see. So I'm gonna put the remote there and forget about it. And then from this screen, I'm able to select master bedroom TV. I'm able to select settings. And then I have find my remote, play a sound. There it goes. It's even got a little light on it. And I guess I can just hit anything. Found the remote. I like it. For me, this wouldn't be that easy, but if you come up here, you see that little button by that light, the only light on this thing. You press that, and that'll find your remote. Now the remote's ringing. And there we go. Pick it up. Hit something, remote found. So I've got to say the Google Home integration, I think just due to how many devices I have set up now in my Google Homes, a letdown for me, but I like that they've added that in. I did hear back from my IPTV service. Let's see if this loads. All right. Well, it looks like IPTV services are working. So that's pretty awesome. So there's no mute button. Oh yeah, there is. So I'm gonna mute this. I'm gonna keep the video playing. But if you hold your home button, you then are able to get over to your Google Home stuff. To like, turn on your lights and stuff. Very cool. That's awesome. And so one of the coolest features, I think, now that I've set this up, I can hit the star button. It brings up my home panel. And, wish I had more stuff here, but I can turn on and off the lights. Gotta love it. And then back to my video. It's just muted for copyright reasons. Very cool though. That's really essentially it for the unboxing and setup of the Google Streamer 4K. So I think that'll essentially do it for the Google TV Streamer 4K. Now I can say the performance is definitely better. It is very, very snappy. Every move, every open of an app, anything that you're doing, whether you're installing an app, uninstalling an app, very, very lightning fast. Performance is much better than the original Chromecast. I love the fact that you can now control your Google Home devices. I hate I don't have 90 devices with a ton of cameras to show you anymore like I did before, but you can see how to get to that, and they all just automatically populate there once you have it set up in Google Home, which, as you saw in my video, there was no settings that it was telling me to find. It just kind of appeared and worked finally. It must have took some time to sync or something. 4K HDR, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, 32 gigs of storage so it can hold all of your apps, and it's actually 22% faster than the old Chromecast with Google TV. Find the remote button is, I think, an ingenious thing that every type of smart home device like this should have, and the little favorites button is also really awesome. Now, if you're wondering whether you should get this or just a Chromecast with Google TV 4K, kind of depends on your preference. I'm a guy who I like hardwired network connections. I would much rather have this just because I could hardwire it to my network versus it being Wi-Fi. It also connects with Matter and is a thread router, so that's a benefit you'd have here. But for some people, they're not going to care about that. So that's, just kind of up to you. At the end of the day, for $100, it's a really, really good, really, really fast, really, really smooth streaming device that is, in my opinion, the best way to go. I've loved Google TV for over 12 years when I had the review many years ago, and my stance has not changed. It's definitely the best. Hope this wasn't too long of a video. Hope I got to show you what I could show you. Wanted to show you everything I was able to see with this beginning unboxing and setup process, but very fast, very smooth, great quality streaming, no complaints at all. So I'll, of course, have this exact Google TV Streamer 4K linked down below my description. If you'd like one for yourself, no, Google did not sponsor this. No, Google did not send this to me. Bought this on my own. Google, contacts info below if you'd like to, just offering. So click like, click subscribe, indulge in your life at indulgeclothing.com for the merch. See you in the next one. Deuces.